Welcome back to the program. We've been taking a look at the Kwara State government demolishing a property known to be associated with the Saraki family. We've been talking to a constitutional lawyer in the studio, Mr. Wahab Shittu, and the Kwara State Attorney General and Commissioner of Justice, Mrs. Salman Jawanda, who's been speaking with us via telephone. And I'd like to come to you, Attorney General, and that is what some people are saying. They're saying that this appears to be another case of disregard for the rule of law, saying that there are certain court orders, but the government yet went ahead at night and demolished that place. They're calling it a witch hunt. In fact, the People's Democratic Party came up with a statement saying the action of the state government is born out of hatred, political intolerance, further a larger plot by the APC to intimidate, suppress, hound and silence opposition in the country.
Well, that's their opinion. They are entitled to it. But let me react to what your guest just said about rivalry between the two families. If he's a lawyer, he knows that sentiment and law are fellows. They don't go together. That is the style of Saraki, bringing sentiment to bigger issues of fact. Assuming this governor was from another family, not from another family, are you saying he will not have done what this governor is doing? So that's not an issue. So as far as we are concerned, this is purely an issue of law, number one. Then the issue of rule of law. Up to now, I'm the Attorney General. I'm not aware that Saraki has gone to court. No process has been served on my office. So if they have gone to court and they are branding that on the pages of papers and the internet, that is not information to us. So the issue of rule of law is not the issue now. Then three is that, you see, I also heard that the land they are located. No. You know what they did was that we have the file of that property. What they did was, on quote, because it's not possible in law, to steal the land. To steal the land. Because nothing was paid. Nothing. Nothing. The only thing they can say they have is a reply to a purported application, which is not even defined. Nothing was paid, money was not paid. The paper said you cannot even go to the land until you pay the premium, until you have your building plan approved, until you are issued with ROFO. They don't have any. If you have ROFO, let them show it to the world. There's no ROFO in that land. It is a case of pure impunity, using public, abusing office to convert public property to personal or private property.
Finally, Mr. Shittu,
is look at the law.
Let's come to our guest here in Lagos.
Notice.
Mr. Attorney General.
What I was going to ask you was, do you think the courts now, are they left with sorting this out and finding who is right, who is wrong?
Ultimately, is a question that borders on the rule of law. The Attorney General was right to have said that this, allocation of government land has to follow some due process. And if that process is not in place, then government cannot be faulted for having proceeded to apply the rule of law, because this is a democracy by the rule of law. But I'm saying that outside this issue, this government is seen to be focused. And there are a lot of giant strides that the current governor is taking in the governance, and generally it's been applauded.
But if this is a matter that's in court...
the issue is this, like he said there are no processes served on his office. Now, if a matter is in court, there must be proof of service of processes of court. Of course, Mr. Jawanda was asking what I'm a lawyer. I'm sure you should know that by now, that this is Wahab Shittu speaking. 32 years at the bar, I'm a lawyer, and I know him very well, and I'm sure he should know me. So what we are saying is beyond that. What I'm saying is that Kwara State deserves good governance, which the current governor is giving to the people of the state. And we should avoid any kind of distractions that will, prevent the government from losing focus. If the Saraki people, Saraki family believe it has been wronged in the way this exercise has been carried out, the court is there for them to proceed. I don't think the two sides should not throw the state into any kind of confusion. We cannot afford violence. What we want in Kwara State is good governance, which the present governor appears to be focused on.
We
and
appreciate your time.
I would just also advise the Attorney General that whatever actions is taken, whether against our friends or against our enemies, we should not lose focus on the need to respect the rule of law. So if the rule of law has been respected in this case, I have no issue.
I'd like to thank you. Many thanks, Mr. Wahab Shittu, and also you, the Attorney General and Commissioner of Justice, Mr. Salman Jawando. Thank you for joining us on the program. Nigeria's former president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, has been speaking about his career and life's journey, attributing his success story to God, who he says made it possible for him to attain his current height in life. He was speaking at a Thanksgiving service in his home state of Ogun, where he said that he would continue doing things that will make God show him mercy. The program held at the Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library, Abeokuta.
Me, I want to do a good thing. I want to do what will please God. I want to do things that will make God shine his face on me. I want to do things that make God's presence go with me wherever I go. And those of you who know where I was born, how many of you know Ibugunola? Only very few of you. Now, the village where I was born is so small that no matter how large you make the map of Nigeria, Ibugunola Ogun will never appear. And yet, somebody born in that village of pure illiterate parents to have the opportunity that I have had, to reach the stage that I have reached, to be used to achieve whatever I have been used to achieve. I cannot thank God enough.
Former president looking quite strong there for his aid. Well, the Federal Capital Territory High Court, they've granted the requests of the EFCC seeking to detain former Attorney General and Minister of Justice Mohammed Aduke for 14 more days. Well, that's on the order of Justice Othman Musa, who says the extension of the remand of the respondent for another 14 days for the purpose of his arraignment in court is necessary and granted as prey. The EFCC took custody of Mr. Aduke on the 19th of December 2019 upon his arrival from the United Arab Emirates and was given a remand order to keep him for 14 days pending the conclusion of investigations. The FCC is charging the former AGF for alleged abuse of office and money laundering in respect of the granting of the oil prospecting license OPL 245 sold to Shell and ENI. Well, that's how we wrap things up on the program. I'd like to thank you for watching Lunchtime Politics at this time. Don't forget to join our updates and the conversation, YouTube /channels web for more. Thank you for watching. I'm Millicent Walker.